My parents would tell me that when I was 4 years old, I was sitting by a window for hours and they didn't know what I was doing. And I came back with this really detailed drawing of the shingles and everything of the house next door. And it had all the little details. And then they said, oh, okay, well, I guess this one's gonna be an artist. For me, modeling was like the most direct form into doing work in film. When I started Full Sail and I felt like I could, be able to work as a 3D modeler, with every model that I created, that goal became clearer and clearer. There was a guy that I went to school with at Full Sail. He got a job at Tippett Studio. He contacted me, and I couldn't believe that he was working at Tippett Studio. And I was like, oh my God, you're working on Hellboy and all these cool movies, Starship Troopers. And I got my reel to him, and he showed all the modeling supervisors and lead artists, and they liked my work, and that's how I got my start in the film industry. Now, I've worked in different industries. I've worked in different artistic mediums. Working on King Kong was the greatest artistic challenge that I've ever had. To be working on the hero asset with these amazing digital artists, like the top in the industry, I was completely in heaven. That was a big turning point, for me. After King Kong, there were a few companies that had reached out and they were interested in the work that I was doing on the faces. Long story short, I ended up being the facial lead on Avatar, and I worked on Avatar for 3.5 years. What I found was, working with a guy like James Cameron, if you were on the top of your game and you were teaching him things, then you were A-okay with the guy. There's this one moment where I was working on a number of shots on Neytiri and Jake Avatar, and feeling pretty good about some of these shots that we were delivering. We started rolling out some of the easier shots to him, just to kind of get him kind of warmed up. I remember him looking at some of these shots that I would consider kind of easy or easier than what we were doing already. And he was blown away. He was completely blown away, like, oh my God, she looks so real, and he looks so real. And you could see it in his eyes. Like, I remember even hearing him say, like, this is going to work, And I remember at that moment, I feel bad even saying this, but this is the truth. I remember at that moment, that's when I knew I had him. Because the stuff I was already doing, wait till he sees this stuff. And so that's when I knew, working with him was gonna be good. You're working with like the best animators in the world, and you're doing the best work that you can possibly do. Everyone involved on all these shots are just putting their heart and soul into it. But when you see it really all come together, it's just like you just want to like hug everybody and like sing Kumbaya, because you're like, yay, it's working. Those are like the really rewarding times that I've had in my career, was when everybody puts their heart and soul into the work. No one cares about anything else. Nobody cares about the politics, the money, or any of this stuff. They just care about the art. And you come together and you create shots that blow everyone away, including yourself.